let's get on to the next one here. The New York Yankees fans suck. Dodgers. Oh, I kind of wanted to tie this on. I kind of threw this together. Not that much preparation when it came into this show. I'm going to be completely transparent, but we're just going to get this content out to you guys. A lot of people talk shit about Dodgers fans. We all fighting this and that. But one thing that we don't do is disrespect the on-field product. We'll disrespect them fucking fans on the side, though, because we ain't no bitches, right, Drew?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I mean, not like that.
And that lady at the game when you were like in middle school, that Phillies fan, dude.
We gotta yell at them, bro. Gotta yell at them.
We had to let them know. Gotta brief them, dude.
But moments after the Yankees secured a walk-off win with a warning track in right field center. With the walk-off win, there was a scuffle kind of going on in the right field to right center field where it felt like there was like a frat house, man. Like, everybody's throwing hot dogs, ice cream cones, people getting almost hit in the face with beer cans. What is going on at Yankee Stadium when all these different fans, after a win, you won? Why do you have to top it off with that type of reaction? So there's a lot of things going on in right field and even left field after, I think it was Steven Kwan. Steven Kwan makes a great play over to get this ball that barely gets over his head, smashes into the wall, has the wherewithal to get back up and try to really redeem the play as a whole. Gets back into it, tries to make up for it. Ultimately, it doesn't lead to anything, but they check on him, concussion protocol, everything seems good, but he has cuts on the top of his forehead, on his cheek. It's a terrible hit. I'm sure everybody has seen it already. My whole thing to you, Drew, is what is your... like, this makes me it makes me kind of... it irks me. It really makes me feel uncomfortable to see the way that a supposedly conservative type of market in baseball is treating people with the disrespect that they have in that type of way. Maybe it's just New York, but holy shit, was that disgraceful.
You said why, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
'Cause fuck them, that's why.
Why?
Because fuck them.
Fuck who? The fans or the players?
I mean, if you're a Yankee fan, it's fuck everybody. I mean, they boo their own players, for Christ's sakes. Loud, too. I mean, it's fucking outrageous.
So you're fine with this?
Think about the way they treat Garrett Cole.
Fuck Garrett Cole.
I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it.
Hey, if you're getting paid that much money, you deserve to get that type of... I don't care about booze.
Did you see, by the way?
I care about you
Garrett
getting
Cole
into
said that
somebody's
he was donate
face.
His whole game check to some charity if he went 2 innings.
That was a fake report.
He won an inning and 2 outs.
That was a fake report.
Oh, okay, because that was fucking hilarious.
That's fucking hilarious.
You know what?
It was like, if I go 2 innings, everybody gets laptops. 1.2 innings. It was a fake post, but it's definitely hilarious.
Yeah,
but no,
I think for me,
you're fine with this.
The Yankees fans are egregious. So this is a true story. I want to share it with the world here. So there was Rob took a vacation to New York last summer, and the Yankees were at home playing the Red Sox when he was in there, and he told me that he was going to go to the game, which I misunderstood. I thought he was going to go to the third game. I thought he was going to go to the second game. I think he ended up going to the third game. But at the second game, there was this tweet that at New York, between innings, the Jumbotron put up this crying baby, and he was in Red Sox attire. And the Yankees fan booed that baby relentlessly. And I called everybody because I'm a big Dodger fan. And I'm like, hey, if we're at the Dodger game and you see a baby in Giants gear, what do?
I'm booing him.
The consensus was we boo that fucking baby. I think that the Yankees fans just kind of got a little into it. I don't understand why you're going to throw shit on the field after a win. Like, to me, I would be upset when they lose. Like, I'm the guy who's going to catch a home run, and if it's hit by the opposite team and we're down bad, that ball is going right back on the fucking field. But to throw food and beer and to throw to a team that, first of all, isn't in your division, and second of all, shouldn't be a fucking threat. I think it's embarrassing as an organization. And the one saving grace that I at least was appreciative of was that the Yankees players themselves came on the field to be like, hey, yo.
Thank you.
What the fuck?
That's the only fucking thing I agree with you on, other than booing the baby. because
Yeah, boo that baby.
you boo that fucking baby.
Boo that fucking
The
baby.
baby
dude.
needs to learn today. God damn. No, okay,
That's what a
so
rivalry is.
now let's think about this in sequence of events, and then we'll kind of get on to the next one after this, right? So for me, he hits his face and he falls down.
Yep.
Anybody, even at Dodger Stadium, at San Diego Padres Park, even at Giants Park, I am clapping because I wish no injury
Yeah, as
on
soon as he
anybody
gets up,
whatsoever.
As soon as he gives a thumbs up, as soon as he clears the field and the scary moments are over, applause. It's like an unwritten
I'm not
rule,
getting
man.
in nobody's face and telling them to go fuck themselves or calling them a pussy. Like, there's no way I'm doing any of that shit. I'm
And
not
it's
a
Steven
kid.
Kwan, man.
And
I mean, after the
no,
first week
that's
and a half,
not
he was a
acceptable.
front runner
I
for
don't care
Rookie of
what
the
you
Year.
have to say. You had your little piece. No, that's not acceptable. I don't wish any type of injury or hurt upon anybody in that type of manner. That's just ridiculous. And then you want to follow it up after a win with throwing shit at somebody and throwing shit onto your own field? You're littering on your own field. You know that, right? You didn't win a championship. You didn't do anything to deserve to want to be able to throw shit and to make a mockery of your own team, of your own organization. You have your own fucking players coming up to you telling you, nah, we don't do that shit. You're talking about the Yankees that stand for something. The people that don't even let you grow a fucking beard. And, oh, this is okay, Drew? Hell no. Nah, this is fucking ridiculous. The Yankees have more class than that. The Yankees are a top organization.
The Yankees players
Even
have
in the
more class
offseason,
than
one more
that.
thing. Even in the offseason, I was saying that they were underproducing because they are the biggest splash. They have a lot to hold, and the history of the Yankees, it shows that they really care in this type of way. So for you to go, oh, this doesn't matter, or this is okay, this is something that it just comes with being a crazy fan. I understand being a fanatic. I do not understand disrespecting the game or its players.
I'm embarrassed for the game. I'm just saying that I don't expect much more out of the Yankee fans because they're for as good of an organization as the Yankees are, the fans are equally as terrible. Like, they're the worst fans in baseball. They fucking are. Like, the real fans are the Pirates fans and the Reds fans that show up even when their team fucking blows and then claps when something good happens. These guys boo their stars when they win 100 games. And they fucking throw trash on the field when they're not happy. Like, those guys go out there and they do what they're paid to do. They play a game. It's a game.
Yeah. Well, let's say this
You know
much.
what I mean?
I'm gonna put a bow on this topic with something from Josh Naylor said. Win with respect. You don't need to throw stuff on the field. You don't need to hurt anyone. You guys won. Cheer and have fun. Have some beers with each other. But you do not need to throw them on the field. You're just wasting your money. Now, I don't like that last part. Money shouldn't be the main part why you shouldn't throw something on the field. Win with grace. Be a fan. Flip off the next guy next to you. That's funny to me. That's fine. But don't bring that shit onto the field and just.
I agree.
It's just ridiculous. I would love to.
High class organization, low class fans.
Low class fans.
I think it's a generality. Like, there are plenty of Yankees fans who respect the game and appreciate a good time. I think you're in an area where there's probably a lot of intoxication going on, and there was a little bit of egging on with the players going on anyways. I'm not saying that there's a guilty party. I'm just saying that most times you're heckling players and there's no response. When they were heckling Kwan, you know, the Guardians were not fighting back, but they weren't just letting it happen either. So I think it's just to get caught up in the moment. And it's not an excuse. It's egregious. It's disgusting. It's a fucking embarrassment. But, you know, I think it's just you get caught up in the heat of the moment.